Good morning and welcome to the Entrepreneurs Live Show. I'm David Dolphin, your host. This morning, we've got an exceptional interview for you guys. We've got an owner of NLP Mind Mastery, Maggie Naidoo, with us, and she's going to be sharing an awesome story with us. And not just that, we've also got one of her patients, Leonie, with us that will be sharing her testimonial with us. So welcome to both of you, Maggie and Leonie, to the show.
Thank you, David.
Great. Maggie, I want to start off by you. Would you tell us what is NLP Mind Mastery? What do you do and what do you offer?
Okay, David, NLP Mind Mastery is literally a company where we help individuals that have been struggling or going through emotional distress, whether it's adult, child, old, young. It doesn't really matter. Everybody has issues that they have, from their past. So NLP basically is how we use language of the mind to achieve a specific goal and a specific outcome for somebody. So NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. So the neuro part is literally your mind, how your mind processes all the senses that you have, like seeing, feeling, tasting, touching, and smelling. Linguistic is the language or the non-verbal way of communicating. So it's like from pictures, the sound, also your words, your brain, what it talks to you. Sometimes you hear that little voice in your head, the self-talk. Programming, it's the ability to, or how we communicate with ourselves and how we communicate with others. So basically in a nutshell, that is neuro-linguistic programming. So we actually work with the client and we change the concept of how they see things, the different perspective of them seeing things, and how to work around the issue that they have.
That's quite awesome, Maggie. Now, I know Leonie is one of your patients and she's been going through the timeline therapy. Would you just, in short, quickly explain to us, what is timeline therapy?
Okay. Tandem therapy is an absolutely effective method to create quick, lasting change for anybody. The techniques are used in combination with the NLP, and it literally asks your unconscious mind to bring up events that specifically have created or stored those memories for you. So it's extremely safe, it's quick, it's effective, and Leonie will tell you the rest.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, let's get into it. So, Leonie, I want to ask you this. Why did you decide to get help?
Well, I came to a point in my life where I chose to improve myself. I left this problem for far too long, but I came to the point that now is the time to do something about it.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how long did you have this problem?
Well, I'll probably say all my life, actually, up till now.
Okay. What was your idea? What do you want to achieve with this therapy? Or what was your aim to achieve?
Well, firstly, to be more happier, because I was quite in a bit of a depression, and to be happier and happy with myself.
Okay. Now, your first impression of timeline therapy, what did you think was going to happen? If you don't mind sharing with us.
Well, I didn't know what to expect because I never did something like this.
Okay. So if we go a little bit further with it, if you could give anybody advice that's struggling emotionally, issues with anxiety, stress, feeling down, those kind of things, what would you give it to them?
Well, I want to say to people out there, don't be afraid or don't keep it to yourself. If you have a problem, go find someone like Maggie that does this, the timeline therapy, and she can help you. Don't leave it bottled up inside because it keeps you like living in the past and you can't move forward.
Okay, that's quite good advice. Now, with your outcome that you've personally had, would you recommend timeline therapy to anybody, or is it just for specific people?
I would definitely recommend timeline therapy to anybody. I mean, if it could work for me, it could work for anybody.
I like that. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how has the timeline therapy helped you personally?
So it helped me a lot. It helped me to see things differently. You will still get the same situations coming on your path, but the way that you react to it is what makes the difference.
Okay. Now, in comparison to all the time that you've gone through all this pain and suffering and stress that you've gone through over the years, how do you compare having only, if I understand correctly, before you said you had 3 sessions of 2 hours each? How does it compare?
Well, I was quite surprised that I did this course in such a short time. Yeah, it was 3 sessions, 2 hours each. We did it in 2 weeks. And I thought it was going to take months. Because you always have this thing in your mind that if you have to get inner healing, it will take months, maybe even years. But the first thing is to realize that you have a problem, and then to go and find someone that can help you, like Mind Mastery. And I was surprised that in such a short time that how it worked for me.
The next question I'm going to ask to both you ladies, if you don't mind, what was the notable changes after the therapy? Let's start with you, Leonie.
Well, the first session, Maggie said that I was tense, I didn't smile. I think I was scared because I didn't know what was coming and what she's going to ask. And even my face was like puffy. And when we finished all the sessions, she could notice how I was smiling all the time. I look better, I feel better, and you can see it on my face. And I felt like I've lost emotional weight, and you can also see it. And I also want to say to people that I was mostly hungry a lot. And through this, I realized that I was probably feeding my emotions, that I didn't sort it out. And first, I didn't notice why all of a sudden now am I not eating all my food. I am eating, but not as much as I used to. And I don't feel like or thinking all the time, what am I going to eat now? So I think I also sorted that problem with not feeling hungry all the time. So you're not feeding your bad emotions.
Oh, that's awesome. Maggie, and from your side?
That's excellent. You know, the very first day Leonie called me, I could hear distress in her voice. And, through the discussions that we had, by the end of that call, I said to her, I actually noticed the way you spoke when you first said hello to me to now, when we're gonna, cut the call or end the call, the way you're speaking is so different. And, she was like a little bit more bubblier than what she was when she first said hello to me. And then from our first session, and I said to her, I regret not taking a before and after picture, because the first day we did online consulting, but the first day I saw her, she was very different from what she looks now. And wow, she has done this for herself, by herself. I am just a conduit, but you will learn that, not everything is doom and gloom, that yes, you do have the power to change, but you got to want it. And, Leonie, I really commend you, and I'm so proud of where you've come from to where you are. And, you even surprised me with some of the changes that you've told me that has happened. Timeline therapy and NLP is for anyone and everyone, be it health and fitness, be it from a spiritual sense, from intellectual, emotional, for your emotional life, your family, parenting, social life, your relationships, your career and finance. It can work for anything, because we harbor a lot of emotions that are negative, which creates a lot of negative belief in us. And, it builds, like, they say from a molehill to a mountain. It just impacts and just grows and grows and grows. So it creates limitations within yourself, which doesn't need to be there. So Leonie has managed to get rid of a lot of baggage. And I explained it like this to her. Her mind is like a room, a spare room that we dump a lot of stuff in. And that room needs to be sorted because you do not know where to walk, because you don't know where to put your feet. And all we did now was take out the things that was not needed to be stored, compartmentalized everything that needed to be in specific areas. And now we've created space in the room. So now she can think clearly, do things clearly, and be happy and see things differently. So I'm really, really, really proud of you, Leonie. Really am.
Oh man, that's
and you
awesome.
surprise me every day.
I love it. I love hearing this. You know, this is what it's about. It's all about finding stories like this. It's beautiful. Now, Leonie, I'm going to ask you this question. What's this value for money for you, this timeline therapy?
Yes, definitely. I see it as an investment in my health and happiness and my future.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, this is going to be one of the weirdest questions I'm going to ask, but I'm going to ask it. Was doing timeline therapy difficult for you?
Yes, especially when I was hypnotized. No, I'm joking. There's no hypnotherapy.
Awesome.
No, there's no hypnotherapy. It's not difficult at all. It's like talking to your friend. You talk your heart out, and she just asks questions, and whatever comes to your mind, you answer. So it's easy as that.
Oh man, that's awesome. Leonie, thank you for that. And Maggie, before we finish off this interview, I would love it if you can take this opportunity and share your details with the listeners and the viewers so that they can make contact with you, because I really think there's going to be a lot of people that want to make contact with you, especially after hearing Leonie's story and how it's changed her. So please, this is your opportunity. Share your contact details.
Okay. Just to say quickly that I am not here to make you live the life that I think that you want to. You need to come to me for assistance in changing the way you see things, the way you react to things, and what you want to believe for yourself. So if you are ready to change and you can easily value the potential in working and achieving what you want, then I'm the person that you need to see. So you can contact me or email me on nlpmindmastery@gmail.com, or alternatively contact or WhatsApp me on 084-526-2525.
Awesome, Maggie. What we'll do is also at the end of the interview, we will put the details up so that people can get it. I suggest anybody and everybody that needs help, go and contact Maggie. If you're willing to take this step forward, do so.
Yeah, I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, you can connect with me on there as well.
Awesome. We'll take those details and we put it at the end of the video for you also, Maggie. So thank you, ladies, for allowing me this interview. It's really an honor to see results like this and see people's life getting changed. And thank you for somebody like yourself, Maggie, being there for people that really need help. We need more people like you in the world. So thank you for being there for everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, everybody, and have a brilliant day. Talk to you soon.